children. The joy of part of the pregnancy. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Today we are continuing our pregnancy series. Hi everyone, welcome back to the gagirls.
Oh, life is good. We are here again with our fabulous topic. So we are here, and I'm pregnant.
She is, and because of that, we're going to deep dive more into part 2 of the pregnancy series. Yeah, if you've watched the previous one, if not, you should. We did introduction about like how pregnancy starts, whether physical, through help, or whatever it is. And this time we're going to talk more about, so once you find out you're pregnant, then what do you do? Yeah, no, then what? What do you guys do?
It's excited time for me. So it's the time where I call people menu.
You announce your pregnancy. Okay. So those of you who are not mindful of this, we don't know about all Africans, but in the Ghanaian culture, we really do not announce.
We really do not announce it.
Yes.
But then you also have some people. You get excited that you tell. When I say I call people, not anybody. Some people actually will meet you and say you are pregnant and say, "Oh, sir," because you don't want them to know yet.
Yeah.
And there is a saying, when you get pregnant, no matter what you do, it will show up at the right time.
Yes.
Yeah. So me, I get very excited.
Yeah. Okay. So me, when I'm pregnant, my mom always says she knows when we are all pregnant, but I tell my siblings. And half of the time you're telling them, they already know.
They already know.
Based on what you
yes, but with my first pregnancy, I really didn't know I was pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know. Erin's pregnancy, I think maybe 3 weeks here about. I was like, something is weird. Something was off. So then I was like, let me just check. So then I texted, all of you just figured it out.
Okay.
And then I one other person I told was Brielle.
Okay.
That's it.
With my first pregnancy, so I got married, blessed my marriage on August, right? And a friend of mine said, so then I was expecting it, but then nothing was coming. So I went to buy that thing, not the pregnancy test.
The ovulation?
Yeah, somebody was talking about it. I'm like, I want to know. I don't know when what is it? How does it work? And then it gives you plenty.
Yeah.
So me too, out of excited, I was just checking in like every freaking day. Then I'm like, I started eating hot pepper, onions, like raw onions, which was not normal. Everything I cooked, I wanted onions in it. Okay. Everything, rice. After I can have rice and stew, then I'll chop onions into pieces. Plenty.
Let me ask, did you like the red onions or
all the onions? The one that all of them. So then I'll be eating onions. And then the other thing was, when I go to work and I take my lunch, as soon as I've eaten breakfast, a whole big breakfast. But when I get to work, I can't wait for lunchtime.
So for you ate
I was
a
just
lot.
extra eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just eating. So that, and then I was like, one of my coworkers like, "What did you do? Something is not normal." And then I'm like, "Really?" And then one person said, "Just text, you're pregnant." And I'm like, "Okay, we are." And then I did, and I was excited.
So as you can hear, some people eat. That's a sign of being pregnant.
How about you, princess? You know what some people eat?
We ate a lot, but
that was when after you have
we find out we're pregnant. We ate the whole.
We were eating
the pregnancy.
No, princess. I think it was November. We started eating a lot. We would get a lot.
Did you know then you were pregnant?
No.
Okay, so what happened to me? Yeah. The same process.
So we'll go to Chevron.
But then when she's saying it,
no, merely
but no, what you need the whole 5 months pregnant, 6 months, 7 months, 8
2
months,
months, 3 months.
I went early in the morning. She ate in the bathroom, but that's the thing with us. So
did you find out you were pregnant? How did you?
No, I found out I was pregnant later.
Yeah.
In 2017
is when you found out.
Like around February.
Yes.
That's when I found out. Well, by then it was like I was into it. Because the first time, and then I did my doctor's appointment. Because from us, what our mom told us is when you're pregnant, we shouldn't go see the doctor for the beginning of so we wait for a while because things can happen.
Yeah,
and
she also feels like it can cause like miscarriage. Like
yes, which is
insertion thing.
Yeah, because
like
they'll put that
So we don't like
we don't.
Even with Erin, when I went to as my appointment, the first appointment, the doctor said it's a boy. That's how far in I was.
Because that's the same thing. When I went to check, I was already in my second trimester. I didn't know, but based on the test, the nurse was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make we're gonna have a pregnancy test," and I'm like, "I know I'm pregnant," and she said, "No, we still have to confirm." So I'm like, "Okay." So the doctor came in, and then the moment the doctor, the moment she put her hand there, she's like, "Oh, no, we don't need a pregnancy test.
Yeah,
you are hot." And she's like, "No, you are pregnant." And then I said that you don't know what they feel.
It's hot. It's very hot.
I'm like, "Oh, I already told the nurse," and she's like, "Yeah, we don't need to do a pregnancy test. We just have to keep going up and everything." Yeah. But speaking of that, how do you guys? One thing I wanted to talk about is, how when you're pregnant and they do the what is it? That test, the glucose test and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how did you feel about that?
Okay, so that's like glucose test is like 5-6 months in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's later. I can't remember which months, but I know it's like second trimester.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you do the glucose test. For some reason, I didn't know too much about the glucose test, and I didn't care. But something I think I read, I didn't read online. I just felt like I shouldn't eat. I usually will eat before I go and do my test. But for some reason, and usually all my appointments, I'll do them in the morning, and then I'll go to work in the afternoon or right after. So I was like, let me just not eat, and I'll show up. And when I did, my results came and I passed. That thing is so sweet.
It is sweet.
I wanted you to finish so I can talk.
Yeah, it's so sweet and so nasty. It's like Fanta. Somebody asked Fanta and they took a gallon of sugar and dumped it inside it. But Sister Felicia, at the rate at which you basically,
I was social media. So me, they tell me don't eat and come. But me, I don't know the nastiness about it. Actually, it's very sweet. It's like me, I drink it. You know how some people like it's not going with. Mine goes smoothly, and
have you seen her make coffee for herself? One day I'll show you people how we each other make coffee for us.
Anyway, so before we get to this part, I wanted us to talk about the fact that have you realized none of us had morning sickness? Yes. Our pregnancy, we got to know because we were eating. There was no throw up, there was no spitting, there was actually nothing.
So I think the only thing I'll say is food aversion. Like, you know how you like I didn't feel for ham. That kind of meat. And I think most pregnant women naturally, your body just don't want, because we are not supposed to eat that kind of stuff in it. So that was the only thing. And when I actually found out I was really, really pregnant, my mom makes consomme. And if you've tasted my mom's cooking, she cooks very well. Her cooking tastes good. The smell of the consomme stew was just like, mama. And then this is me. And she said, and I said, no, yeah. She said, Ima, call me. Oh, you contemplate today.
So my morning sickness also turned wayward. I just didn't like my roommate's voice. Okay. He couldn't talk. When he talked, I just get as if he got me pregnant. I get so mad. He hasn't offended me or anything, but I just didn't want his voice. That was the only thing.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. So with the morning sickness, were you looking forward to it?
I was, because I've seen friends who have experienced it. Okay, some people have morning sickness by spitting and feeling a little nausea. Some people just the whole mood swing. They become like some
demons. Because I saw a lady at my work like that. She's the most sweetest human being I know.
So she
in her pregnancy phase, she your whole being irritated her. She looked at people like. She was mean.
And then there was this young girl also that I experienced her. I don't wish it on me or anybody or my children. She was literally sick. She couldn't climb her steps. Because she was pregnant. She's already skinny, and then she became extremely skinny.
Because that's the thing with pregnancy. Like, people go through different things.
Yeah, because
I found out. I noticed. I'll stand in the mirror and look at myself. And African movies with pregnancy, then the small time. So I look in the mirror, right? And I'm like, maybe in a moment.
Oh my God,
But
so
then naturally, I was already pregnant, but it wasn't in my mind. But
So
then once it was like 100%
found out you were
confirmed,
pregnant, now
I was
you were-
like, oh, maybe anytime it's
threw up a
back.
crumb.
And
No,
I'm
it's
trying to
like-
figure out how it
When?
was. So I guess it's
You know,
not
as soon as
everywhere.
also you find out that you're pregnant, that's when you start doing things. I was walking normal till I did the test and I realized I was pregnant. And all of a sudden, it's like, even when somebody's talking to me, then I'll be doing this.
see,
Then,
I didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
No,
Yeah, did that.
I would wear like, and people would know me, and this would really be them. I wear sweater, and then I wear, I like big sweater. I wore big sweater. One day, one lady goes, "It's okay, Queen, you don't need to hide it anymore." And I said, "Hide what?" And she's like, "I can tell." And I was like, "You'll be shocked how many people here do not know I'm pregnant." And when I told them, this was like almost 6 months, people were like, "Oh wow, we didn't know you were pregnant."
Oh no, I'll be standing and holding my waist.
No,
And then I did all the
I
things that
didn't do
No,
that.
and I
know
had
the
to-
rubbing of, how every time people just stand and they're pregnant, automatically that thing they put
The
under
bump,
their
like their hand.
and then this one, I didn't do
No, that one is for
so
pictures.
actually, no, but naturally, not just
No, naturally,
when they stand, they do this, so you know that
They
they're
are
pregnant.
pregnant.
I wish
I
my
didn't
sister
do
was
it.
here. She'd tell you she used to
Yes,
do
no,
that.
yeah, she did. She liked it a lot. I didn't do it. So my next pregnancy, I'm putting it out to all of you. I want to try it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You have to. You have to.
And we
But
doing
what-
this every small minute.
Yeah.
No, that one means it was easy. I do it all the time. Oh my God.
So what other like also had like really bad acid reflux. I couldn't eat tomatoes.
That was when?
at the beginning.
Oh no, it was at the
I
end.
couldn't eat tomatoes. I couldn't drink orange, like anything with like lemon, lime, pineapple. Like it would just
Even with
burn.
JJ?
With JJ's
Because with
pregnancy.
JJ, she had a never-ending cold.
Yes, I had it. Yes,
Yes.
3 months. The cold would not work.
Never-ending
It was when the cold was ending. It's when, like, remember at church, it's when, like, Pastor Rita goes, Auntie Queen, it's starting to lose
Oh, so
suspect.
then it's like Phoebe's own too.
Yes,
Oh,
the
you had
cold would
cold.
just not go.
No, it's not cold. There was something in my throat.
Okay.
That never comes out. And then when I'm and it was one lady who also said I was pregnant. She also said
no.
that I'm rushed.
Nobody at church
No,
knew,
it
but
was
she
so
like,
weird.
because she was like this cold. So she looked at me, she said, "Oh, cold, I'm starting to," and I looked at her and I said, because she had just, and she was the first person to like actually notice.
Notice.
The rest of my choir, I think they noticed maybe like 5 months there. Some people were starting to go, "Is she pregnant? On you, and at that time, I had now started warming up to the church people because it was a new church to me. So one lady like that today, she's like my favorite person in the church. She was teasing me, and I remember telling her, I told kids, I was like, "Oh, the way she's making fun of me, I don't like it. She's gonna make everybody."
But it's strange how people didn't know you were pregnant.
Yeah, because I was very
Because
small.
With JJ, when she was like with Erin, I think she did a good job.
Okay.
With JJ, she was messy to me, in my opinion.
Really?
Yes, you were.
Messy how?
And in a way that, like, okay, let's say we are sitting here. The moment she sits down, she sleeps.
Oh yes.
Like literally, the moment. And when I say she sleeps, she sits like this.
And I just
And I
go.
she's just gone.
You used to
Like,
take kids.
you know how to
From
you are-
grandma's house,
No.
I wish I to run sin
I
drive
thought
stuff.
like knowing you,
Yeah.
normally, like, you know how you want to be like, hold yourself,
Self-
that, because
yeah,
you
no.
call your leg, you have it to
No.
you know. It was,
You
but then,
go.
if you know, I should be on one class. If you are the class, no,
She's
like a now I'm like, oh, in my head, I think also what happened was maybe with African movies and stuff. You know how it was back. I feel like naturally she wanted to do that. I don't know if you were acting or
No,
what.
I couldn't help it because Ken Kekin's Italian let me no or like Princess Ken Tashi Nashi na no. By the time 1 year, work was good. It was like, what that? Because every time you sit in the car, you're sleeping. And he was the one, like, we would drive to work together. So, and then I slept at home. And then by the time, at some point, he started working remote. I slept on the metro about 5 times. People have woken me up. Miss, you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. We're here. There were times that as soon as I exited, the train door closed. One I even missed. I had to like go back. Because I was just sleeping. It was so bad. Guys, really, look at our children. They will let us shoot one pregnancy.
I mean, you are talking about pregnancy, so if you want to be pregnant, you need to be ready for the noise.
This should be your natural birth control.
I guess we should end our video.
You end it here.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. We're going to be coming with a lot of different episodes.
Okay. Well, like,
How
comment,
many do you want?
subscribe.
Think about it.
Yes, this is only
Subscribe.
3. So like, comment, subscribe. And today my son JJ said comment down below.
Yes, comments down
Comment
below.
down below. And hit the thumbs up. We love you all.
And on that note, the gagirls out.